Hi guys, Enda here from TrendSpotter, and one trade today from Netflix, $689.20. Let's dive right in. Netflix out of the gate, this little push up, and we always ignore the first trend meter there. And the second one was here. This was a very simple move. So there's a big push down. Hate those candles. Hate those big long candles because there's always a pullback. You know, think of a rubber band. When you pull it, it has to retract. So there we go, and the entry was in here. And then that was a $2 odd move, $2.24. So sold half, 50 cents, let the rest right down to 2, got the rest out. So that was a very simple, very simple on Netflix. You could have stayed in for longer, again with your risk management, however you manage it. But that's not my style of trading. 289, trying to milk every last bit out of the market. It never works for me. I always end up losing, and then my blood pressure starts to increase. Okay, and look, it's nice and early. It's only 11 o'clock and I'm finished. You guys did some nice moves today. So you had 9:30 here, nothing happening, and we ignored the first green bar, as we can see there. And then there was a buy signal here, but the Psar was on top, so we didn't buy that. And so here's your short. Nice little short in here. There we go, and down 85 cents. So that was nice. Of course, if you hung on for the huge market spike of 210, which I wouldn't advise you unless you know what you're doing. So that's it there. That was an 85 cent move on UGAS. And right after it, there was another move, because that's what UGAS does. It just gives and gives. It's generous. And that was 93 cent move. Take 10 cent for slip. So that's a nice move there on UGAS. That TrendSpotter just keeps on catching. DGAS was the same. It had nothing happening here. As you can see, all this mess and stuff going on with no volume. There's no volume down here. And straight away then at 10:13, there was an order in. 10:13, and conservatively, well, it was a 190 win all the way up to 521 if you were in that spike. Let's call it a 190 win. Nice and easy as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes. And again, on the flip side, you're short, there was a 174 win. So this is what TrendSpotter does. It just keeps on winning. It keeps on giving out the wins. It's not 100% accurate, as I wouldn't even dare to claim it is. But it's very accurate. And if you lose on a trade, it's prudent to get back into the same stock when the next signal appears, not a FOMO trade, not where you just get in and you're angry and you follow it in because you want to make your money back. And I don't have any major examples of it here, but again, let's look at Roku anyways. This is this morning Roku. Choppy, chop suey, you get killed here, can't do this. Green bar all the way over. Yeah, that's a move there you could have taken, but if we're following our rules, this is the first move here. So the first move here, short right here, pulled against you 28 cents. I can deal with that. And it's a $1.32. That's 4.48 to 1 risk reward ratio. That's amazing. And again, that's what TrendSpotter does. It spots them. If I did this video tonight at some stage, I'm on GMT time zone here. If I did this tonight, I'm sure there'll be like 3 or 4 extra moves. But I've made my money. 689, I'm out. That's another Netflix there. Oh yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, so let's have a look at this one. This is what I was on about. So there's the Netflix, right? And here's another short, right? But it's a false breakout. Okay, so what happens, right? And what do you do? So you get in and it just goes against you straight away. Now, one thing I will say about this that you can't see from here, but it's obvious, is this. Remember I said I hate those huge candle breakdowns, right? This one never went red, and you can tell because it didn't even push down, so it stayed green. I wouldn't get into a trade. It's like catching a falling knife. I wouldn't get into a trade that's going the opposite direction of the way I want to trade. So I'd let it play out. Now, if you did, right, you lose money. Okay, that's fine. Let's say you lose a nice chunk. Let's say 50 cents, right? So you're down, and you're, I can't believe it, right? What I'd always recommend to do, remember I said you get back in. So when you see the next signal, usually what happens when it fakes out like that is that it will go the other direction. So you can see here, look, it's already doing it. It's 66 cents up. Now this is live, so there you go. It's pushing up higher. So you've made your money back. And the reason I think, in my experience with the fake outs, is that you usually don't get a double fake out. And if you do, burned. I'd lose faith in trading. So a double or a triple fake out. But when it's trying to move and pick a direction, it will, if it fakes out, it kind of reverses and goes the other way. That's just my opinion on it. I'm not advising you to do that, but what I do is if I lose on that, and I did it yesterday on UGAS. I'll show you yesterday on UGAS when I took a trade, and it was up here. There it is, in here. Took this trade, got faked out, lost like 40 cents on it, and then I stayed at it because that stock is primed to go. It tried to move higher and now it's moving lower. Okay, and so there's no point taking that trade, losing it, and then getting annoyed and going off and looking at something else, because something else can do a fake out. Like Roku could do the fake out, and then you could go on to Tesla and try a fake, and you get faked out on that, and then you start saying, oh, this is impossible, nothing works. So for me, if I get faked out, I usually go straight back in, not FOMO straight back in, not straight back in for the sake of just getting in angry, but like it faked, it's ready to go down. And look at it here, and that's where I took yesterday's one as well and got a nice move in there. As always, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more info, and if you require a trial of TrendSpotter, click the link in the description. Talk to you in the next one.